Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your January, first month of the new decade reading. So I meditated on your energy and laid down the first layer of cards and what Spirit wants to talk to you about this month. There's gonna be, here, you start the beginning of the month, the Fool and the Eight of Wands. And that tells me that you finished a cycle. Maybe in December, you understood a lesson, there's something. And now you are making moves and receiving energy in that brand new vibration. Walking with purpose in an unknown direction. You've got that excitement of feeling anew, having understood something, having a sense of direction also, but not exactly knowing what's going to come out of it. Making moves out of faith. After that, I have the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles, and this is like, when we feel we're in the flow and we're making our moves, and then something comes. And now we're like, oh my God, this is it. Can I absorb this? Can I absorb this new pentacle? Because there was the old way and the new way. And now the emotions are getting up. And I need to, like Shiva, ground myself, do the dance of life. Let go of the old way so I can plant this new way. Jupiter in Capricorn. Capricorn saying, did you learn your lesson? Are you focused? Do you only hold one pentacle? And there, if you do, those big boats that Jupiter wants to bring towards you will come, because the tide will be less rocky here, and those boats can come to shore if you do the dance of Shiva. And I think you will, because there's the Nine of Cups at the end of the world, at the end of the month. So there just might be this little in the middle of the month there. If we go deeper here, under our Fool, here I have a bit what happened. We do have our Justice here, our little karma, Justice and the Devil. This is purely karmic, a karmic lesson that was readjusted, that you left behind old conflicting baggage, old conflicting emotional baggage that prevented you from moving forward, from advancing, that was kind of making you in a status quo position, or where you had counter arguments for everything, an unease situation, and where at one point, and that was a bit the lesson of Saturn here, you knew you had to leave your old way of feeling things, old emotional baggage that made you see life in a certain way. And that brought back balance. That brought back the end of karma in the causal way of karma, not in a past life thing, but you've understood a lesson. Maybe you had to understand it from a past life also, but the way that you used to feel things, carrying old emotions, gave you a certain type of reality that by leaving it behind, you understood. Justice came, that means clarity, rebalancing of a situation, and that put you into the Fool. Here in the juggling part in the middle of the month, it will be because there is something that needs to move forward slowly, surely, Knight of Pentacles, and there will be some unknown around it. So that's a good chance when the unknown is there for old memories, old emotions from deep in the bottom of the sea here. We see the lobster coming up. That's the chance for these things to come up. and also the test for us to either listen to the dog or the wolf. Will we owl at the moon, or will we be guided? And so to cross that path here and uncover the illumination behind the moon, when there are situations that are not all set and clear, and that we know all of the aspects of it, there's a part there where whatever is being brought forward here, there's going to be a part of unknown around it. And maybe that is why you're going to freak out a bit in the middle of the month. But, you know, big for some of you, a little bit, like 5 minutes for others of you. It all depends. And after here, our 9 of Cups, I have the Queen of Pentacles. So there's like that solidity and knowing we have what it takes to bring that pentacle forward, and no problem in knowing also our value, who we are, what we're capable of, our security. This is being grounded and secure. So emotionally fulfilled and grounded and secure in our capacity and who we are. And here under that karmic lesson, I had the King of Pentacles. So masculine and feminine. So there's this, that lesson was on your capacity to, how you acted out there in your engagement, in your financial solidity, also in your capacity to create abundance, to know your worth and all of that. There's that feminine allowing, and the masculine actually being out there and doing things. There's also that being grounded and certain also, and engaged. And under here I have the Emperor. So King of Pentacles and Emperor. There's a big divine masculine thing happening here. And then I have the 8 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this has to do about an enterprise, about a business, where you actually were able to clear out some old baggage, things that you used, that you invested it emotionally in, and that just brought conflict. You cleared that out, went through justice with that. Some of you, it's going to be the court of man. Others of you, it's the court of the universe, let's say, that put you in that brand new move where you gain back this strength and making moves like that. And then what came in is asking you not just to be a King of Pentacles, but an Emperor. And it is going to be, you're going to see results of your craft, of what you've invested, in what you've, energy you've put in. So, in bottom of the deck, I have Temperance, and that's you, Sagittarius. So, divine timing, seeing the big picture, healing. So, let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon my guides. I call upon angels of guidance and light. Help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius for the month of January, for their better path. Okay, let's look at that Fool with the 8 of Wands. The Fool and the 8 of Wands. The Fool has no numeric value, so it doesn't bring any charges from the past. So that is why it's really brand new, maybe a new venture, and you're making the moves with faith. You believe in it. Yeah, because 10 of Wands, you finished a cycle of the way you used to do things, the things you used to carry on your shoulders. That's why you had to leave some stuff behind, maybe leave some responsibility, false responsibilities maybe, or the weight of past actions that sometimes we carry, past actions from others or from us, whatever. But you're letting go of that, and that's what gave you the opportunity to move to calmer waters and start the month of January on this brand new faith happy step, kind of, you know, going forward like that. Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Oh, okay. Queen of Wands. And here I have the Five of Swords. Okay. Two of Swords. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Now, once you start, because see, you're in faith, you're making moves, Queen of Wands, you are attracting what you want. You are vibrating. This is the law of attraction. Queen of Wands is the law of attractions. She is vibrating at a level and attracting that towards her. Let's say this was a relationship that you left behind. Now you're making moves in faith in that new light-footed way, and whoops, somebody's coming. You're attracting that person. If it's a job, attracting the job. You know, you apply it how it is for you. With the Five of Swords, where that's why you're juggling, because there's maybe a remain of an old way of thinking there, where maybe there will be, okay, do I have to strategize to have what I want? Do I have to maneuver to have what I want? Or just being who I am is good enough? That is the question. And that is the decision you have to take inside of you. Nine of Cups. He knows he doesn't have to do anything to receive what he wants. Show me the Nine of Cups. And there's strategizing and strategizing. You know, that doesn't mean staying in, sitting in our couch and not doing anything. Of course, here I see you're making moves. You're making good moves. These are actions. These are things like that, you know. So, Five of Swords, this is when we're using our mental to try to win. But there's no winners. It's out of insecurity, or just because we know we can. It's the ego. It's a distortion. It's five. Fives are a distortion that needs to be readjusted. So this is why I'm saying this is a bit going to be, oh, maybe, and here, see, I have the Eight of Wands. Maybe there's going to be a bit of, oh, let's say if you're attracting somebody, and am I going to be good enough for that person? I attracted him when I was feeling high and great and in the flow, but then, oh, the old self maybe is going to peek its head and say, are you sure you're good enough? Are you sure maybe, you know, you need to strategize in a way that you'll be indispensable, or you'll be so extraordinary that that person is going to choose you, instead of just letting the arrows of love continue that sequence here, and knowing who you are, self-esteem perfect with the Queen of Wands upright, and just vibrating in a joyful, positive manner what she wants. There you go. So this is going to be your choice. Just continue to go with the flow and know who you are. Nine of Cups. And that's what you're going to do. There's just going to be that little moment there of doubt, where you're going to see the old you peek its head, and you're going to say, nah, nah, nah. Go back where you belong. I've got this. Nine of Cups. If it's a job, it's the same principle, you know. you've got the interview and you're wondering if you should enhance things or just be there confident and sure of yourself. And that's what you should do. Nine of, well, there you go. So 9 of Cups, we have the Chariot, and we have the 9 of Wands. So there you go. 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior. Is he still going to be there, or will you have allowed the good things to pass through without fear? Will you align your unconscious and your conscious, not let your unconscious destabilize you, you know, bringing little voices in your head, but move forward and let the wounded warrior that had such a hard time here rest and just be strong in your emotional satisfaction and your contentment with yourself, which is essential. Okay, here, see, and we have the 8 of Wands again. This, just going with the flow, with the, and Queen of Wands, it's you, Sagittarius, fire, just going with the flow. Justice. Show me the justice here. Oh my God. Geez, this really, things are gonna maybe go very fast with you. Very fast, because see, this is all about, and here's the 5 of Pentacles. All about readjusting. Maybe before, the way you made moves and did was out of fear of being rejected and all. But now this is over. You're gonna make moves out of your own confidence, flame, your own light. Not out of fear of rejection or because you feel outside in the cold or anything like that. Here, Moon and Prince of Pentacles. What is in that Moon? Ace of Wands. Perfect. There's that new, and here, balancing of the emotion. Perfect. So yes, you have that brand new passion, that brand new thing, but it is, you haven't proven and tested it yet totally. So you're going with the flow, but you're not familiar with the flow. Part of it is still hidden. So that's why don't fall into your old fears, but move solidly forward and holding on to that new passion, that new fire. Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, it's new passion that's going to come in your life outside of you. Some of you it's inside, some of you it's outside. You know, after being out there and going with the flow and being all luminous and Queen of Wands there, maybe you're going to attract a new passion that you don't know much about, that has a lot of mystery around it. Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. Perfect. But I think it's more of an inner work for the most of you, and that's where it's important. This is finding a new willpower, a new fire inside of us, and that's what is driving us. And here, Queen of Pentacles, knowing your worth, being solid, knowing you have what it takes, because here, the High Priestess, the Papessa, and the Star, being total integrity, aligned with your stars, and listening to your intuition. This is spiritual growth. It is spiritual growth that brought you to that solid space. And so, not juggling anymore. Because when we listen to, we're close to our intuitive self, with our higher self, our intuitive self, when we are in total integrity with ourselves, we have matured our emotions right now after an experience here. And so that gave us back our self-esteem, our solidity, and all of that. We shall not juggle anymore. There's no need to juggle when we're at that point. Here, King of Pentacles, what was that? For Sagittarius, what was that? For some of you, you were dealing with the King of Pentacles. Ah. Eight of Swords. Well, maybe you didn't know how to be confident out there. Or maybe I should make these moves, or maybe I should go invest there, or I should act that way. But this is like being so always analyzing the moves we make, that instead of being secure, King of Pentacles, and grounded, we become all insecure and ungrounded, because we re-question every move we should make. That is how you were before, and justice came on that. So here, Emperor. Emperor for Sagittarius. You want to talk about the Emperor? All right. Hangman. It is in process. You need to get that illumination. Look at your life in a different manner here, when you're going to freak out a bit in the middle of the month, because what you've wanted, attracted, desired to your new vibration when you were going with the flow is going to come around. Just take a pause and look at it from a different angle to understand it. And here, this is going to give you the opportunity to bring out the divine masculine within you, to heal maybe what you needed to heal here. 4 of Swords instead of 5 of Swords. Also look at how to act out there, but as an emperor, not in confidence, and because we feel we need to manipulate. And when I say manipulate, it can be simple things like, I want to be appreciated, so I'm going to do extra. This is a mini manipulation. You know, we're not talking Machiavellic here, just mini manipulation. But when we have our self-esteem, we don't need to do that. We can just be ourselves, and therefore we're in control and not manipulation. So we are an emperor upright instead of down in our actions, in the way we are out there. So this is just going to be the little juggling, the little, ooh, okay, it's starting to arrive. What am I going to do with that? This is going to be the new way I act out there. You know, my new passion. Just to look at it from a different angle, and to knowing how to decisively act in there from a healed place. 8 of Pentacles. Yes, strength. This is beautiful. And here we have the 2 of Swords again, to say that yes, you're going to have the results from where you will be acting. But I have a very confidence in you because of High Priestess, the Star, Queen of Pentacles. You are going to get that enlightenment here, you know. You're going to make that inner decision to take that other way of seeing life and acting out there for some of you. You know, 5 of Swords is also sometimes when you look at children, and one is spotted out, you know, having done something. And then his reaction will be, well, yeah, well, he did this and this and that. You know, that's Five of Swords. Finding the weakness in the other to feel better. That it's not so bad because the other one did that. That's Five of Swords. Or I'm gonna go and clean their whole house, or make them the biggest cake, or buy them the biggest present and go to the party like that. This way I'm gonna be appreciated. It is that kind of, I mean, if you feel the need to do that, remember your worth. Remember you are the Queen of Wands and you don't need to do that. Just follow the flow. You don't need to be the most beautiful, the richest, the best at this, the one that arrives an hour before everybody and the one that stays an hour after everybody else. You don't have to do any of that. Whoop! Well, there you go. That was the conclusion, Sagittarius. So, on this, I'm just going to take the boy. On this, I'm going to wish you a beautiful month of January. And thank you for sharing and commenting and all of that. I'm going to send you all my love and light. The winner of last month's free reading, I'm going to write the name of the winner down below here, probably on the 1st of January. Thank you for the comments and all of that. Private readings, the description is there also. Thank you for your donations. It helps more than you think. And I'm going to do the ceremony for you on the new moon and the full moon again, so that the universe can give you back. And apart from that, I'm going to send you all my love and light. And namaste. And here, something big is going to come towards you in the month of January. As it can be a new consciousness, it can be a new passion, it can be a new relation, or something that's going to make you feel good, moving forward in strength. And when you start freaking out a bit, just say, oh, that's my ego. I know what it is. I'm going to act like an emperor. There you go. All my love and light. Bye-bye, Sagittarius. See you next month.